Hey guys, Wraithcrew here. Welcome back to the channel. So, a question I get asked a bunch in my stream is, how do you effectively manage your inventory, and how do you loot so fast? And I wanted to give an answer to these and give an in-depth guide to inventory, especially now that the new gold backpack is in Season 14. So, without further ado, let's go ahead and get started. So, when I have no backpack here, this is typically my inventory. This is what I would consider the core inventory as to what you always want to try and have, at least, no matter your backpack. You can build around whatever you would like, but I recommend you at minimum have this. The only thing I might change here is change 2 batteries for 1 Phoenix kit here. However, I think that having the 2 extra batteries is really useful without the inventory space, because this gives you an additional extra reset. The reason why I don't run any less is because less than 8 shield cells makes it to where when you poke and take damage or whatever, you can't effectively heal more than 1 purple armor worth. So I would recommend carrying at least 8 shield cells. Having less than 2 batteries makes it that when you get cracked and when you get poked, let's say I'm trying to initiate on a team and by walking up I get cracked. Now I have to bat before I get into the fight here. And by the time I actually get the battery off, now when I'm in the middle of the fight, I only have 1 more heal to go. And this can be a problem when you get stuck in an extended team fight where multiple teams push in. You only have the opportunity to reset twice. You might not be able to get loot from boxes. You might not be able to get loot from your teammates. So it's very scary to have only 2 batteries in a fight. The only reason we only carry 4 stacks of ammo is because we can't sacrifice anything in our inventory for more ammo space. And of course, if you're not running a gun plus a shotgun, you can change this however you'd like. For example, if you were running the new wingman, for example, I would probably run my inventory something like this. But I can't see myself going over 4 stacks. So you can adjust this as you'd like, but I would keep it to 4 stacks minimum. So when new inventory slots unlock, what do you want to carry now? If I upgrade from a no backpack to a white, what's the biggest priority for me to carry now? Well, essentially, all the way up to a purple backpack, I would consider 1 slot goes to vitals. So for example, when I get a white backpack, I have 1 slot here that goes to meds or ammo or something like that. And then this extra slot goes to grenades. So if I pick up a white backpack here, I would probably opt to pick up an extra stack of ammo. So I'm now rocking 240 instead of 180. And then on top of this, I'll probably go pick up an arc star or something like that, because an arc star can provide a lot of value in a fight. However, if you feel more comfortable with more meds, you feel like you're gonna be poking for a long time, not really fighting, you can also drop this arc star and grab a Phoenix kit. It's entirely up to you. You can also not pick up this ammo if you feel comfortable with it. If you feel like you're gonna be fighting a lot more in close range areas, you'll be able to loot ammo, you'll be able to get some more resources. You can run 180 and then pick up a grenade. It's pretty flexible with what you can do. My personal preference is to pick up the extra stack of ammo and then go ahead and pick up a grenade here. So you can build this however you like, but this is my preferred inventory. This is what I would try and run. This is what I try and go for, and as general basis. Now, when you go for a blue backpack, this is when things open up. So you now have these 2 extra slots, and I would once again consider it to be 1 slot for resources, and then 1 slot for a grenade. So typically here, if I don't already have a Phoenix kit, this is what I'm going to pick one up now. I have 240 ammo. I have enough ammo for my other gun. And again, if I have a wingman, I can swap this out for 2 stacks of sniper ammo and then 3 stacks of light ammo. I can build this however I want, but I wouldn't go over 5 stacks of ammo here. And then from here, I already have a grenade. I picked up a Phoenix kit as a result of the blue backpack. So now here, I'm going to go and pick up another grenade here. This gives me 2 grenades to use mid-fight. 1 single arc star stick can be really useful. Thermites can be useful for blocking line of sight. They can zone enemies off from reses, things like that. And I find that having the grenades is really useful. In worst case scenario, you can always drop the grenades later. If you realize you need more meds, you can pick up more. So now onto the purple backpack. A purple backpack basically dictates that you have a full inventory now. You can get whatever you want. So here, this is typically where I like to use, again, 1 slot for vitals. So I'm going to pick up 2 batteries here. I typically prefer to have 6 batteries with a purple backpack. This gives me enough heals to last me throughout the entire game, mostly. If I really need more, I can just go to a death box, pick up a bunch of batteries, and be good. And then this last slot, you guessed it, I'm probably picking up a grenade. These 3 grenades can be really useful, especially in endgame. If you have a purple backpack, you're probably closer to the endgame, or you got really lucky off drop. But if you got really lucky off drop, you should try and capitalize on it. Pick up more grenades, pick up more resources to use. So here, when I have a purple backpack, we're going with the same amount of ammo as we would on a white backpack. Going Phoenix Kit, 6 batteries, 2 med kits, 8 cells, stack of syringes, and 3 nades. If you're more comfortable having more shield cells, I would definitely trade out a grenade and possibly pick up upwards of 1 stack more of shield cells. I wouldn't go anything further than this. This gives you more comfortability to poke, and it lets you take some more damage as you're kind of trading throughout the game and whatnot. If you're lower on armor, if you only have like a blue armor and you're trying to farm an enemy team, I recommend getting these cells. It's really important for that. This is what I would want my ideal purple backpack to be. 6 batteries, 1 Phoenix Kit, 8 cells, and 3 nades. These nades will be really useful in in-game zones, really useful late game. I'd recommend you pick these up. However, again, if you want more ammo, you can use more ammo. Now, the tricky thing is that when you get a gold backpack, so if this is our optimal backpack here, you see that when we pick up a gold bag, this only frees up 1 extra slot. This only gives us an extra slot to carry resources in. However, it's a little deceiving because now we can pick up an extra Phoenix Kit, we can pick up 1 extra med kit, and this gives us more supplies to use and share with our team. If you're running from the new zone, which does more damage, and your teammate doesn't have a med kit, you can easily drop them 1 now. You can easily pick up more loot from boxes. You want to keep these topped off more. This allows you to share resources with your team and even carry resources for them. So my ideal inventory when I have a gold backpack is to pick up a Phoenix Kit and med kit to top this off, and this eventually gives us 1 more free slot. So in this free slot, if I feel comfortable with the amount of nades I have, I'll typically pick up either a Phoenix Kit, so I can have 4 Phoenix Kits in total. These are really useful to share late game. Or, if I don't want to use Phoenix Kits, I can also carry an ultimate accelerant for my team. However, with a gold backpack, I think it's more important for other teammates to carry the ult cells because you can carry 2 inventory slots worth of Phoenix Kits in 1 slot, or even 2 slots worth of batteries in 1 slot. When you pick up a gold backpack, you want to try and play more team focused. You want to try and carry more resources for your team. So when your teammates are out there doing the ones poking, and they're like, oh, I don't have any batteries left, I only have 2 batteries, you can run over and drop them off 2 batteries like this. So, in an ideal world, my inventory would look something like this. 3 nades, 9 batteries, or 4 Phoenix Kits, and 3 nades like this. And if you prefer leaning more into having more ammo, having more shield cells, you have the extra 1 slot here I would recommend you use. I wouldn't recommend you go anywhere below 2 nades with a purple or gold backpack, but you have this extra slot here you can use. Maybe you like 300 ammo for your AR. Maybe you want to carry 12 shield cells again. You like poking with red armor. You don't kind of like to trade. This is really useful to have. And you can build flexibility however you would like. And that's the important thing about a backpack. So now, let's talk about certain characters who might want to manage their inventory differently. Fuse is a classic example of a character who might want to sacrifice inventory space to carry more nades. While his passive dictates that he gets to carry more nades per slot, if my Fuse has a gold backpack, his inventory is probably going to look something like this. I'm already carrying 2, 4, 6, 8 nades here. But honestly, as a Fuse player, I like to carry less ammo because ammo doesn't really dictate the flow of fights. I'm not sitting here poking with ammo. I'm sitting here poking with grenades, trying to get big Arc Star sticks so we can push off of it. And the more grenades you have, the more opportunities you can create to push with and not get punished for it because your inventory size. So here, as Fuse, honestly, I like to only carry 180 ammo for my main gun if I'm running an AR. And pick up more Arc Stars, pick up more grenades, and just try and capitalize and overwhelm teams. If a team's sitting in a building and you can sit here and throw Arc Star after Arc Star after Arc Star after Arc... Wattson is another character who is special because she has the ability to stack 2 ultimate accelerants on top of each other. Typically, if you have a Wattson on your team, she will be the one to actually carry the ult cells for anybody, no matter what. But Wattson's going to want to carry ultimate accelerants themselves anyway. Anywhere from 2 to 4 ult cells is what they're going to want to carry. And they'll typically trade out the grenades because her ultimate doesn't really work with grenades very well. So I recommend if you're playing Wattson, you want to maybe lose a grenade or 2 just to carry these ultimate accelerants. And you can swap this out as you'd like for the various backpack stages. If I have no backpack here, you can see I'm probably not going to actually end up carrying an ult cell because I want these resources to use. Instead, I'm going to build something like this, and then as soon as I pick up my first white backpack, I'm picking up a stack of ammo, and then I'm running over, picking up 2 ult cells. And you can see how this can vary from the first inventory I showed you, where I carried 1 grenade here, or maybe a Phoenix Kit instead. But with Wattson, these are really important to carry. Horizon is another character who utilizes grenades really well because of her ultimate. you'll see that a Horizon will probably want to carry more nades than normal, just because of how her ult works. Horizons really favor Arc Stars and Thermites, so I think a Horizon, sacrificing some of her inventory space to win a team fight much easier because of these grenades is really useful. Because if you catch one person in your ultimate, chances are they will probably die. And saving these inventory spaces for grenades rather than ammo that you're not going to use is really, really important. Because if you're fighting a 2v3 because you killed somebody, then it's a lot easier to just use this a little bit of ammo to actually end up killing the last two members of the team. Then you get to loot their boxes, you get ammo, resources, everything refreshed, basically. Now, as someone who plays a lot of no-fill trios, inventory management is a little bit different. We'll assume that I have a blue backpack here. I typically want to carry a plethora of meds and or ammo. Grenades can still be really useful, but if I'm engaging with the last team, and it's a full team of 3, I can't really make the opportunities myself to push. I have to let them make a mistake. So in that situation, you'll sometimes see me carry upwards of 300, maybe even 400 light ammo if the situation calls for it. It depends a lot on how the game is going, how I feel, how comfortable I am, what guns I'm using. But sometimes you can see me carry up to 400 light ammo to try and poke teams out, make opportunities, try and knock them as I try and run away, make space, things like that. And it can be really important for damage farming to try and carry more ammo if you're going for those high damage games like 4Ks, 5Ks, maybe even 6K damage games. It's really important to have the ammo so you can poke and do that. But in no-fill, you'll typically see me sacrifice something for batteries or just heals in general. And maybe I'll carry more ammo, maybe I'll carry more meds than normal. Sometimes I'll carry upwards of 9 batteries. The gold backpack is especially really useful for no-fill players because it saves you so much inventory space. Carrying 3 extra batteries is now only 1 slot rather than 2. And this lets you carry extra Phoenix kits and everything like that as well. Even if you're not playing Wattson, ultimate accelerants can still be a really useful tool for your team if you have a really good ultimate. Valkyrie, for example, has one of the best ultimates in the game, giving her team the entire ability to reposition. Imagine the rings closing and your team's pinched, but now you can't fly out because you don't have your ultimate. But if someone on your team was carrying an ultimate accelerant, they drop it for you, pop the ult accel, use your ult, you fly out of the situation, now your team's saved. You might get an extra 2 placement, you might win the game off of that 1 ult accel. They're really important to carry on your squad somewhere if your squad has really good ultimates. For example, also imagine playing Horizon. You throw your ultimate, you wipe a team, then immediately after, you pop another ult accel. If you have a gold helmet, you have your ult back basically instantly after that fight. Another team rolls in, you'll have your ultimate again. You can keep using these for really advantageous ultimates to gain really easy team fights or really easy team-saving decisions. It's really, really important to carry ult accels if you ever find them. One of the biggest mistakes I see with inventory management relates to care package weapons. So we all know that when you pick up a care package weapon, you no longer need all of this ammo associated with your gun. My R301, I don't need it anymore. I don't need all this light ammo. So most players will drop all of their light ammo at the care package. Now let's imagine that we're an enemy team, and our teammate just now gets respawned. We walk up, looking for a care package weapon, maybe they left behind. Oh, an R301 with 240 light ammo, purple mag, 3x. This is perfect. This is awesome. You've now just supplied this team with a really solid, very kitted out weapon. So instead, what you want to do is drop the weapon, but keep your ammo until you need to drop it. You're on around the map, you're carrying resources, you go, oh, some extra batteries. You drop your light ammo for it, pick up these batteries, and now this light ammo stays here. It's scattered about so that team can't easily recover from their down teammate. And additionally, if your teammate is using light ammo, but they're already full, there's no reason for you to drop this yet. Imagine now you guys are poking. You guys are poking in long-range situations. Your teammate goes, I wasted 180 light ammo poking at that guy. You can come over and be like, well, here you go. 180 light ammo for you. There's no reason for you to drop this at the care package. Carry it with you until you need to drop it, until you find something better to pick up, like grenades or meds or ult accels. So, one of the final notes I want to make about inventory management is that when the game gets closer and closer to the end of the game, your inventory might change. If it's only you versus an enemy squad, it's a 3v3. Do you really need 8 batteries to fight one squad? Of course not. Go ahead and drop these batteries. Pick up some grenades instead. Do you really need 300 light ammo to fight this last squad? Again, probably not. Go ahead and pick up some nades. Do you really need 2 Phoenix kits? Again, probably not. Some more nades. You can use this really, really well by identifying how much of a margin you need to win by the game. Imagine now you're fighting this last team. You can now do the good old fuse tactic of throwing all your nades at somebody who got separated from their team. One Arc Star stick can make that fight extremely easy. And now you've made a big opening for your team by expending resources very properly and very precisely. Even when it gets to endgame situations, imagine the zone is closing right here and there's 4 teams alive. All the teams have to leave at the same time. There's absolute chaos here. Nobody knows what's happening. There's grenades flying, abilities being thrown left and right. Can you really use 180 light ammo here? Can you really shoot your gun so many times that you run out of 3 stacks of ammo? Look at how I am with a no-mag R3. I think the zone would fully close before I would actually get a chance to shoot my gun all those times. Instead, once again, what are we gonna pick up? Grenades. What's more important? Ammo that you might be able to shoot, or instead of 1 Arc Star that can crack all 3 opponents in this tiny little ring here. Imagine this team's trying to walk out and I throw with Arc Star right here. Now they have to tank the Arc Star or tank the zone, and they don't know what to do. Now, as a final note, it is really important to know that sometimes you're not going to get all the resources you need. Sometimes you'll have those games where nobody has any batteries whatsoever, nobody's going to have any resources whatsoever, and it's hard for you to actually maintain the ideal or perfect inventory. In those situations, I would just pick up what you can. Sometimes in endgame zones, I only have 2 batteries, so what I'll do is I'll go to a box and pick up every single shield cell from the team we just killed. So it looks a little goofy, but sometimes I'll have 16 to 22 shield cells as I've kind of scavenged these boxes. And now in endgame zones, when I'm getting poked out, I can just slowly heal my red armor over and over again instead of wasting these precious batteries that can be used in the middle of a fight to help me reset and keep the team to victory. Go ahead and fill up the empty spots in your inventory that you can't fill up yet. Make sure you use them. Make sure you don't leave them blank, because these can be used for important resources again. Grenades, ammo, and batteries or meds in general. There's nothing wrong with having an inventory that looks like this, but make sure that you know what needs to go as soon as you find resources you need. You go to a box, you see batteries, you immediately start dropping your shield cells in mass to start picking up these batteries here. Thank you guys for watching the comprehensive inventory guide. If you guys enjoyed, be sure to subscribe, leave a like down below. Channel members also got exclusive access to this video before it came out. They got a little early preview and got to see it early. If you want to support me more, you can become a channel member for only $1.99 a month. It's a great way to support me. I get a good portion of it, and you get some cool benefits such as voting power, exclusive members-only polls, and a members-only chat in the Discord. So be sure to click the join button down below if you're interested. And I stream on Twitch almost every day at twitch.tv/wraithcrew. If you guys have any questions or anything like that, be sure to see me there. I am one of the best channels. Watch to improve yourself. I can answer almost any question you have. And I also offer coaching at medify.gg/wraithcrew. You can get coaching from me there, personalized to you, and personalized on helping you grow with or without me as a coach. I teach you how to learn, and I teach you how to become the best player you can. And if you want, there's plenty of coaching videos on my YouTube here. You can go check out some of my channel, and you can see for yourself if you want to get coached by me or not. Other than that, I hope you guys have a wonderful rest of your day. Thank you so much for watching. Thank you so much for the support, and I hope you guys have a wonderful rest of your day. And I'll catch you guys in a future video. Goodbye.